continued of session 39, properties of continuous functions. Theorem number 1. Every function defined and continuous on a closed interval is bounded, or if f is a continuous on the closed interval a comma b, then there exists a real number m such that mod f of x less than or equal to m for all x belongs to a comma b. Proof. Suppose the function f of x is not bounded on the closed interval a comma b. We divide closed interval a comma b into two intervals a comma c and c comma b, where c is equal to 1 by 2 into a plus b. Since f of x is not bounded in the closed interval a comma b, hence f of x must not be bounded in at least one of the intervals a comma c and c comma b. Let us call it as I1 and I2. I1 is equal to closed interval a1 comma b1. Divide the interval a1 comma b1 into two intervals a1 comma c1 and c1 comma b1, where c1 is equal to 1 by 2 into a plus 1 plus b1, since f of x is not bounded in closed interval a1 comma b1. Therefore, f of x must not bounded at least one of the intervals a1 comma c1 and c1 comma b1. Let us call it as I2, and I2 is equal to closed interval a2 comma b2. Continuing like this, we can define a sequence of closed interval I1 comma I2 comma etc. In comma etc. such that first one I1 is a subset of I2 is a subset of etc. subset of In subset of etc. Second one, length of In is equal to 1 by 2 all to the power of n into b minus a. As the length of the intervals will go on decreasing, we have limit of length of In as n tends to infinity is equal to limit of 1 by 2 all to the power of n as n tends to infinity into b minus a is equal to 0. Third one, f is unbounded or not bounded above on each of the intervals in, then there exists a point x naught belongs to intersection n is equal to 1 to infinity in by Cantor's intersection theorem, since f of x is continuous on closed interval a comma b and in particular at the point x naught. Given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive real number delta such that mod f of x minus f of x naught less than epsilon for mod x minus x naught less than delta. Again, as limit of length of in as n tends to infinity is equal to 0, then there exists a positive integer m such that x naught minus delta comma x naught plus delta. For any point x belongs to in, then we have mod f of x is equal to mod f of x minus f of x naught plus f of x naught, because mod f of x minus f of x naught less than epsilon less than or equal to mod f of x minus f of x naught plus mod f of x naught less than epsilon plus mod f of x naught. Therefore, mod f of x is equal to f of x naught. This shows that f of x is bounded on Im. This contradicts the fact that f is unbounded or not bounded on each in. Thus, our assumption is wrong. Hence, the function f of x is bounded on closed interval a comma b. Therefore, hence every function defined and continuous on a closed interval is bounded. Hence the theorem.